Everyone, and make sure we're live. Oh, my Starbucks is in frame. I needed a little evening pick-me-up. Where can I put this that I'm not going to knock it over? I don't think there's a safe place. Over here. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Hi, Sue. I know, Ash. I can't wait. We are going to celebrate in a couple of weeks over that pumpkin drink. Hello, everyone. Hello, Crazy Cat Lady. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. We have some unfinished brunch business to attend to, as well as a free gift that y'all are going to be interested in. Hello, my beautiful Dion. Hello, Nan Nat. I have to wait for Heather Collins to get here, though, because I don't know where my project photos went. Hello, Tina. Hello, Donna. Or we might just be winging it. That's about 99% of of what I do anyway, so I think we'll be fine. Hello, Donna. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Heather came in and so graciously cleaned everything up for me, but I don't know where my sample images went. Hello, Roberta. I don't see them sitting here where I would think Minnie might have taken them, because Minnie does. She is a little thief. Hello, Candy. Hello, Michelle. Welcome in, everyone. Come on in. Oh, well. I will ask her when she gets here, because I know she'll be here shortly. But in the meantime, we do have to make another panel, because I made an upgrade to the stencil that I was fuddling around with yesterday, and I want to show you the upgrade that I made, and I want to show you why we halted all of them from shipping out until the upgrade was made. So I'm going to show you why I did it and why it makes a little more sense. So luckily, since they're all manufactured here and they're all made here, I was able to fix it before they went out. So let's go to the top view first, and these are my items for our secondary card tonight. And let's take a look at our Pop-Tarts from yesterday. So look at, does this not look like what a Pop-Tart looks like whenever it comes out of the toaster? Like it's all oozy and gooey, and we used candy coat for this. But look at how cool these turned out. So we're going to use these today with our project. I love the way they turned out. I think they're just so perfect. So perfect. All right, so let's put those aside. And I told you yesterday whenever I made them that they weren't going to look like much until they dried, because they never look like much until they dry. Hello, Tamitha. How are you? It's good to see you, my friend. It is good to see you. All right, so let's talk about this stencil. This stencil that almost took me out yesterday. I mean, this stencil was almost the end of me, because I could not get it lined up. So I can't just listen. Oh, okay, Jenny. So, all right. So let me show you, just because I think transparency is very, very important. So first I'm going to put my little panel down here on my stick and stamp mat. And let me, hold on. Let me clean this off real quick because this could be a disaster in about 3 seconds if I don't clean this off. Because there is a lot of ink on my blending buddy. All right. So let me move this to the side and let me show you. So the problem was this one, I was able to line up perfectly. And this one was just literally by me really just putting a real close eye on it and trying to figure out how to, move it around and get it to line up perfectly. This one is what happens when you can't figure out how to line it up. You can see this one is perfect. And this one, it looks like something happened, obviously, as you can see. Something went a little bit awry. So we're going to take this one and we're going to put this one in the maybe we'll use that at a different time situation, I guess you would say. And I'm going to show you the upgrade that I made to the stencil, because I don't want to send you all a stencil if you purchase this that you are not able to figure out how to use. So let me open this up. These are all the fresh ones. We got rid of all of the ones that don't have the markings on them. They may eventually be in a mystery box or something like that because we don't want to waste them. But what I did was I added the layer information onto it, so you should be able to see there. Let me grab a dark. Let me just grab the stencil packaging. That'll probably be the best way to show you it. So we now have, see how it says layer 2, the top layer, see that? And then we have layer 1, top layer, okay? I'm using them opposite of the way they're set. They're supposed to go on. So this is layer 2, this is layer 1, this is layer 2. I'm using layer 1 first and layer 2 second. It's however you want to do it. But you'll notice now, when these layer on top of each other, do you see how I added, so let me move this out of the way, I added circle marks for you so that you're able to line it up. All right, so I'm going to show you. I didn't want to add all of the circle marks because if we added all of the circle marks, we're going to run into a situation where it's just going to be, it'll be overwhelming, and we don't want that. It would just be way, way too overwhelming. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with my circles first, all right? And you want to make sure that you're able to read it. If you can't read it, it's upside down, sideways, backwards, you're not going to be able to create with this. So I'm going to grab my Pixie Spray. Well, Decofoil's Pixie Spray, but my own personal Pixie Spray, because I never leave home without it. And I'm going to place this. I added 2 little guide marks to my blending buddy here. I did that with a Sharpie. You don't have to do that if you don't want to do it. It's completely up to you. But I added two little marks to it, and now we're going to blend. So let me grab my colors. So we're going to use Bee Sting. We are going to use, let's see. Oh, I don't know that all of my, we were using inks upstairs today, and I don't think they all made it back down. So we'll use Traffic Cone. We will use let's use Over the Moon. We're going to use Overzealous. And then for our bluish, I think we'll use, because I haven't used Clear Sky. Well, no, I lied. Let's use a brand new color today, one that I've never used. Let's use Remember Me. This is part 2, Jerry, yes. Oh, Heather, good you're here. Do you know where my the card sample printouts that I had for these went? For the brunch? Any idea where they ran off to? Hello, Brandon. So we'll start with Bee Sting. And remember, we're doing this pattern kind of not like a straight up rainbow. We don't want to do like a... So I'm going to start kind of here. We're going to kind of do the same thing we did yesterday. Behind me. Where behind me? Nope, they're not behind me. No, my printouts from yesterday that had the card, the pictures of the cards that I was recreating, they're not behind me. I looked. Hello, Darren. So we have our bee sting, which is our red. And then traffic cone. And again, we're just adding the color. We want them to kind of blend. I know. Well, I just piggybacked off of your palette, Shannon. Okay, orange. Hello, Luann. And then we need over the moon, which is yellow. I can look up the card samples. So now we're going to go in with our light yellow. And over the moon is a very, very faint yellow. So we're just going to hit a couple of areas here. All right. I know, aren't they great? And then we're going to grab our green, which is overzealous. Did I find the samples on the chair? Oh, here's my oh, it's all on the chair. Thank you. That's where it all is. Found it. Thank you kindly. Everything I needed is on the chair. I found it. All right. And now we'll go in with our blue, which in this case we are using Remember Me. Now this is going to be a real juicy, really, really juicy ink because I just opened it, so I'm going to be careful. Oh, that is a beautiful color. Blend that in a little bit. And then we'll grab our triple berry, which is our purple. This is also a really juicy palette. We are making some brunch cards. All right. So there we go. So now this one yesterday, I had to do a lot of lining up and a lot of figuring out and back and forth and up and down and side to side. This one, it's not going to be as difficult because this one, you'll see. Actually, I'll use this one. So now when I peel this off, again with the stick and stamp, you're just going to grab it and peel it off. This will stay here intact. And then for this, we now have our circles that we can line up. So this circle lines up here, this circle lines up here, this circle lines up here, and you're able to kind of shift it to make sure that your circles line up perfectly. Okay? I know you can't see it. Hi, my Kara. I know you can't see it, but you're just going to have to trust me. When you get yours, you'll understand. All right, adding a little pixie spray. Remember, do not put your pixie spray on and immediately put it down on your paper. Give her a second to dry a little bit. And then just line up your circles. So easy. Okay, circles are lined up now. It's in the exact right spot. Hello, Penny. I made you a special present today, Penny. For all of your help the past couple of days. It should be there to you next week. All right, so now we're going to go in. I like to use a really dark shade for the center little kind of star pieces on the atomic star. Because it makes it really, really pop. All right, so I'm just going to go through and make sure that I finish blending all the way through. This is less of a blending and more of a adding color, I would say. All right, so now when we peel this off, it will be perfectly lined up. Bam! Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Easy peasy. I mean, it wasn't easy peasy last night. I can tell you that much. It was not easy peasy last night, but now that it's been new and improved, I added just a couple of little guides to the stencil. It is so easy to blend now. So those are our 2 pieces. So now let's get to grooving with our first card, because I want to make our extra card, but in order to do that, we got to do these 2 cards first. So the first card that we are recreating is this one from Jessica Vitek. She is on our team, and she's just the best. She's awesome, awesome, awesome. So I created this real funky, fun toaster last night. So this toaster, I was kind of going off of the idea of the Pioneer Woman. I think most of you are familiar with her. If you're not, I don't know what to tell you, because she is everywhere. But I wanted to utilize this toaster, but I wanted to kind of give it a really cool retro-ish kind of theme to it, but kind of a Pioneer Woman. Yes, I will eventually show the samples in a moment here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to stamp out all of our stamped images now for both cards. So we're doing this card by Jessica, and we're doing this card by Shannon, okay? And I'm going to, and Shannon, I love your attention to detail, but of course you paper piece this. So I'm not going to paper piece mine. I'm going to color mine. So you'll get the same effect, but if you want to be an overachiever like our dear Shannon, you can paper piece it. But I won't be doing any paper piecing this evening. That will not be happening this evening. So we're going to go ahead, and I am going to create my own ending. I am. As soon as I saw that she paper pieced it, I was like, I knew she would. I knew, because as soon as I saw it, I wanted to paper piece it. But I was like, my brownie for oh, okay. We'll go feed that baby. And also, if you spend $50 or more today, because it is Partner in Creativity Appreciation Month, which means we have amazing things happening every single day at Brutus Monroe, because we also appreciate you. Partners in Creativity are you. That is what we call our customers, because you are by default our customers, but you're our partners in creativity. That's what I coined a long time ago, and that's what it is. You are our partners in creativity. Although, technically, by a technicality, you are customers, but okay, so this is the gift that you're going to get, and we're going to make a card with this after we finish up these cards. All right, because I already have my pieces cut for that, so you don't have to worry about the hubble bubble of me putting everything together. Now, if I were you know what I'm going to do? We're going to turn, Can someone tell me what the pink glaze you used? Oh, yes, the pink glaze. We're going to use the other side of this. That's what I was trying to tell you. We are going to, I used the candy coat in pink. I used this one. Nope, I used this one. And it is BRU 8194. BRU 8194. And I'll show you again what they look like when they're done, because woo-wee. I think they turned out really fun. Okay, so I'm going to use the sentiment that says popping by to say hi. I love. Oh yeah, the rainbow set just recently came out. Popping by to say hi. And then also I'm so glad you popped into my life. That's a good one. All right. So let's go ahead and hit this with some Raven ink. Oh, good. And we're going to stamp this a couple of times because we're using a Misty and we're using a stick and stamp mat, so we can. No, so we have a set. You can purchase all of... Oh, that's good. That's good, Tabitha. Write that down, someone. This ink pad needs re-inked. There is a set of them, so you can get all 7 of them in one set. Because I promise you, once you use one of them, you're going to want them all. 100%. And right now, it's a great time to grab some of these things because, again, we have the free gift. But there's going to be new surprises every single day because, you know, it's our appreciation month for you. Because we sure do appreciate you. All right. So let's go ahead and grab our dies. If you're Stamp Club Plus, so this little Pop-Tart is only available as a subscription right now, but it's only $5. It's only $5 if you purchase the, hello Lori, if you purchase the die or the stamp of the month. And it is, oh wait, I want to color this first. Hold please. And it is $10 a month if you get Stamp Club Plus. So I'm gonna go out of the lines here because I really want it to fully be this shade. You'll see what I mean because there's a little bit of an offset. Okay. Yeah, pick 5 is the best. It's definitely the best value. And then, let's see, what do I have for like, oh, here we go. This will be our lighter brown. Oh, that's actually a pink. It's okay. We'll just pretend that it oozed out a little bit, right? There we go. It kind of looks brownish. Brown adjacent, as I like to say. But we need a really fun pink for the center. There we go. Because when I cut this little guy out, I want for them to be kind of colored all the way to the edge, if that makes sense. All right. So now we need our red. So we've got a little red tongue here. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So now let me put everything together here. Make sure I line them up because I don't want to have to color again. Well, I mean, I love coloring, but it seems kind of counterintuitive to color and then have to color again, right? All right, and now we need our die for the I'm So Glad You. So let's see how quick I can find it, because all of these are mixed up in here. That's not it. Haha! Found it. That was pretty quick, actually. Yes, Lisa, we got your samples today. I'm going to be showing them here after I get finished up with these cards. All right. All right, we need to stay in place until I get over to the lawnmower. All right. Run that through. I love them. You're going to see some of them. Hello, Annette. You're going to see some of them on the Instagram very soon. We took a whole bunch of photos today. Okay. All right, we have our little... Oh, perfect. Oh, wait, hold on. His little arm. I missed a spot. There we go. Much better. All right. So I make sure I put this back into its container. Don't want to lose them. Don't want to lose your dies. No, no, no. Okay. And now we have our little sentiment that is perfectly cut out. There's just something about a die cut sentiment. I don't know if y'all feel the... Yeah, you just need a little touch up. I don't know if y'all feel the same way about a die cut sentiment as I do, but boy. Boy, do I love it. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay. So let me put these back in their little folder. You can see what they say. So we have our little Pop-Tart. And then we have popping by to say hi. See if I can get a better angle on that. There you go. Popping by to say hi. And then we have, I'm so glad you popped into my life. Love that. All right, so now we have pretty much, I think we have all of our pieces now. We do. All right, so we could start assembling. So let me grab my card bases. Hopefully the stencil will be here. They're next week. Oh, how many dies come with the Stamp Club Plus? It comes with the every die you need for the Stamp Club. So with this particular month, it comes with 3. It usually comes with about 3. Hello, Anne-Marie. All right. So let me cut these puppies down to 4 by 5 1/4. All right. My paper trimmer eludes me. There we go. I really don't want to cut these panels down because I love them so much, but we got to. It just has to be done. All right. Four by 5 1/4. Okay. So we can put our bases on, and then we're just going to start building. Because all the drying time stuff we did yesterday, and we cut out all of our little Pop-Tarts. All right, so there's our first panel. This stencil is probably one of my favorite stencils that we've ever done. Kudos to you, Darren. Kudos. Darren, our graphic designer, designed that for us. Okay. So there are our little backgrounds. We could put these to the side for a second because I do need to cut a piece of... We just brought back our lunch bag cardstock. And this lunch bag cardstock is what we are going to use to make our table. What Jess used on hers was she actually used the wood grain paper that we used to have that I believe we're going to be bringing back. So keep your eye peeled for that. So we're going to cut this to 4 inches wide. Or no, yeah, 4 inches wide. But I would say our table can probably be, I'd say about 1.5 inches would be a good table dimension for us here. Will our toaster fit on there? It sure will. And if you have like a wood grain embossing folder or something like that, feel free to use that. Whatever makes you happy. Create your own ending. All right. So now we're going to start assembling. Let me grab my adhesive again. So we're going to place our little table down there. And then we are going to grab, oops, this is actually probably going to need to be glued down because this is our new alcohol marker friendly glitter stock, which means that the glitter is super, super ultra fine on it. So you can add alcohol marker on top of it, and the alcohol marker will nothing will happen to your alcohol marker. Like it won't like damage them or anything. So there's our little, look at that toaster. All right, so next I'm going to put our sentiment on the front. I'm so glad you popped into my life. You can see that there. It has like the perfect little border on it. And now I got to let me get my Pop-Tarts out of the oven. All right, and here's how they turned out from yesterday. We used that candy coat because I was just going to use this as glue. It has been a day. So we are just going to slip our little Pop-Tarts into our toaster. We're going to pretend that they just popped out. And there we go. I mean, those Pop-Tarts definitely look like they are oozing fresh out of the toaster. I know, is it the glaze? I mean, the candy coat is a very, very cool product. It's a very, very cool product. So there's the first one. All right, so let me put this, I got to put this under a couple of stacks of paper because I want it to dry flat because there is a lot of dimension on here. So don't worry, it'll dry by the morning. It'll dry by the morning and it will be sent out to one of you. Okay. So for our next trick, we are going to, so this is going to be a side folding card. And now we're going to need a plate. So we have to figure out what plate color we want. I'm thinking orange. Why? Because I love it. Because I love orange. So we're just going to do orange. Okay. That's one that I've used before. Okay. Orange, yeah, I guess because I can. Let me grab a circle die. I think that's a good plate size. Isn't the atomic star, I mean the atomic star stencil. Now you can do this however you would like. If you want to mask certain things off, if you want to, I mean, you create your own ending. Do whatever you feel like. Oh yeah, the foundation dyes, they are the best for this. Okay, so we got our plate. Let me get my plate together. It does not come with the inspiration box. No, it is a separate purchase. Are you talking about what? Hold on. Are you talking about this adorable little bear of faux honey? And I'm just letting you all know, these are flying out the door. So this is the faux honey. The way that this works is you use it just like a glaze. You just pour it out. And what happens is, this is what I'm going to be using to make tomorrow. And I'm going to show you. So all you do is you take this and you do this and it becomes this. And I mean, hold on. Can we just have a moment of silence? Look at how the glaze is gathering in that waffle like it is real honey. Or, I mean, I put honey on my waffles and pancakes. You might put syrup. It's going to look like syrup when it dries anyway. It'll look like honey or syrup, whatever you want it to be. But in the jar, it really looks like honey. But it does say very clearly on here not to eat it. I mean, it's non-toxic, but we don't want you to eat it because it is not real honey. It says right here, faux honey. It's not going to be very tasty. I can tell you that much. So don't keep this in your kitchen. All right. Okay. So now let's continue with our assembly. Oh, okay. So she used the border die. I do declare, I do not believe I still have that die handy. Or do I? Hold on. I may have told a little fib. Nope, I don't think I have that. I don't think I have that die handy. But what I do have handy is this die. Now, I'm not going to be able to stitch this die tonight, but I will be stitching this die tomorrow. Don't you worry. I'm going to use this. Just pretend that I stitched it. Because I have to go out and get some embroidery needles tonight. So just pretend that I stitched this, okay? I am going to be stitching it tomorrow. So it's going to look, I mean, it just kind of looks like a fun little pattern without it being stitched. So just use your imagination and pretend this is stitched. Because actually, I think Heather, are you going live? I think Heather's going live in the afternoon tomorrow to show you all about these stitching dies. And then I'm going live again in the evening. There is a set apart in the basket. Well, I am already almost done with this one, so you'll have one for tomorrow. Okay. So pretend this is stitched, because this is a stitching die. It's like this. Comes like this. We're going to talk all about stitching tomorrow, but pretend this one is stitched for today, because it's not. All right. So we are going to take our little plate here. Let me see how she put this. Okay. So plate first. Whoops, I did it in the wrong direction. You can't find the faux honey. Is it not under the brunch collection? Uh-oh. All right. We are, yes. We are. It sold out in record time. I mean, literally, I think it was like seconds. All right, so then we're going to put our stitched border on. That still looks really cool. I mean, it would look really, really cool if it was stitched. It's not stitched, so we're all just going to have to pretend, again, that it is stitched. It would look really great if it was. But I have to run to Walmart tonight to grab myself some needles, because we actually don't sell them. We probably should, but we sold needles and stuff for a long time and nobody bought them. So now when I need them, hold on, I went rogue. It's because this is flippity flappetin'. There we go. All right, much better. So then I have to put my Pop-Tarts on. And we're going to add something extra special to these Pop-Tarts, because I really love how Shannon added them onto it. So we're going to add them onto it. We're going to follow her lead. So we want to make sure we can see our little plate there. So there's our little Pop-Tarts. Wait, yes, we have cotton candy. Yep. Okay. So I'm going to take a little bit of sprinkle spread. This is something we've had for a while that's really, really cool. Okay, take a little sprinkle spread. Grab yourself a couple of sprinkles with it, and we're just going to put that right on top here. And this is going to add some sprinkles. It's also going to add a little bit of extra glitter to it. So can you see my sprinkles? Look how pretty that is. And then we're going to put a little extra on this one. But you'll see there's a bunch of sprinkles in here. It's really ooey gooey. It really does look, I mean, it's a glaze. It really does look like a glaze. But you can also grab and put some extra sprinkles on it if you want, because I think we just restocked the sprinkles if I remember correctly. I can't remember, but I think we just restocked the sprinkles. And now I'm going to pop up our little guy, as well as I'm going to pop up the sentiment, and I think I have the perfect amount left over. I sure do. I couldn't have planned that if I tried. Okay. And let's put our little guy on first. I think this stencil just looks so cool in the background. So we're going to pop him right here. And then we're going to pop our little popping up to say hi. We can kind of nestle that into the spread, but also make sure that it's kind of touching. And now our little friend needs a little bit of sprinkle spread too. Because, I mean, what's a party if a Pop-Tart doesn't have a couple little sprinkles on it? And this will also add quite a bit of dimension to them too. All right. So there is our just popping by to say hi little Pop-Tart card. It's gonna be, I mean, you can spread it flat if you would like, but just be mindful that there are faux sprinkles in it. So it's gonna have some dimension naturally because of the faux sprinkles. Okay. Oh, Yvonne, yes. Good choices, my friend. Great choices. All right, so let's switch gears, and now we're going to make a fall card. How are we doing on time? We're good. I just wanted to leave work today before the sun went down, and I think I might be able to do it. Okay, so the card that we are replicating today, we're going to kind of do it. We're going to kind of do it the way that I'm gonna Christopherize it. So I'm changing it up just ever so slightly. But this is the base. This is where we're starting from. Because if you spend $50 or more today or tonight until 11:59 p.m., you are going to receive this Fall Favorites cutting die. Now, the packaging does not allude to how incredible this die set is. It's got a lot of really great pieces in it. I'm not sure exactly how many pieces are in it, but you can make something like this with it. So it doesn't seem like you're getting a whole lot when you look at it in the packaging, but I mean you can make a card like this. So yeah, it's a home run. It really is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm first gonna build my card from the back up, okay? And I'm going to, instead of use the beautiful arch that she has here, I'm actually going to use circles, okay? It didn't add to your cart. Did you spend $50 or more? If you did, then we can fix it for you. We can fix it for you. Let me just take a look real quick. Hold on. Bear with me one moment, my friend, because I don't want anybody else to not get it. But don't worry, Heather will be on it. I can promise you that. One moment, my friend. I will fix it. And this is for today and tomorrow. Sorry about that. I'm just fixing it real quick before we get started on our card. And it is called Fall Favorites. Yep, it's in there. Oh, I understand why. I figured it out. Okay, so we should be good to go now. Let me know if anybody has 19 dies. Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, Heather will fix it for you. Okay, so, oh, awesome. Good, good, good. So let's go ahead and get started. So looking at the base, it looks like she used possibly some of the lunch bag cardstock. So we need that to be cut at 4 by 5 1/4. It's working out. Okay, good. So 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to use a little bit of our vintage mist. This is something that we haven't done in a while. Some of you may still have the vintage mist. We have not manufactured it in a while. I mean, if it's something that y'all would be interested in us bringing back, we certainly can. But we haven't manufactured it in a little while. I think it's been about a year, maybe 2 years. And I'm going to use the black. And I'm just going to flick it. Whoops, it's dripping. Flick it onto the background here. Just to give it a little bit of oomph, because it looks like there was some stuff flicked onto her card. All right, and I still am getting liquid all over me. Either lunch bag or wood grain. I think it's lunch bag because I don't see any texture. All right, so I'm going to move this panel out of the way. And we're going to let it sit for a minute. We may still have to dab it off, which is okay. Because I did I did put a lot on there. Okay. And now, as I'm continuing to dissect, I think we're going to do circles on our card. And I think we're going to start with this guy and then move into this guy. Oh, it's like one of those magic tricks. And I'm not winning the magic trick. Hold on. I think is it this one? Yes. Okay. Then I'll need one a little bit smaller to do our sentiment. There we go. All right. So I think instead, because we do not carry this paper anymore, but I do still love that paper. We are going to instead do we're going to do some of our plaid. So let me find my plaid paper here. Because y'all know how much I love my plaid paper. So we're going to use this one here. Well, no. Let's do the orange. Let's do the orange. So we're going to use this plaid. And then I think we should use some of the lagoon. I mean, could that match any better? I don't think so. We're going to use some lagoon. One of my top 5 favorites. I know, I love the splatter too. I do too. So we're going to start. This will be our biggest one. And then Next size down. And then, oh, I better put my glue away. Hold on, everybody. There we go. And then we'll need just a plain sheet of white. Just use a scrap piece for this one. And then we'll run all that through. Oh, look at that. Heather fixed it. Thank you, Heather. Thank you, thank you. I know, isn't it pretty? I love the plaid. It's one of my top favorites. It's really, really, really pretty. And that whole pad is full of plaid. Say that 3 times fast. Two down, 1 to go. Order up. All right. So let's get all of our pieces disassembled here. There we go. We can build our background. Oh, look at that one too. I'll tell you, this plaid. And that's just the right amount of color, right? We don't want too much. We don't want to get too crazy with it. All right. Put these to the side. Because I know I'll probably be using those somehow, some other way this week. And then we'll put this, okay, so this is what we're going to do. All right, that. And then I need some ribbon. I just so happen to still have some ribbon. So we used to manufacture ribbon. We haven't in a while, but we still have quite a bit of it. So this is, I think this is from the Baked Fresh collection. And I know the black glue, does it stay black or does the color change? No, it stays black. And it's a really, really cool glue. Only because if you're using like black cardstock, I highly suggest using the black glue because then it does, and it's also matte. So it's really cool. I'm going to be showing you some stuff to do for Halloween with the black card, or the black glue, excuse me. All right, I put way too much on there. That's okay though. It's got a good little splatter to it, right? Just a little extra splatter at the bottom there, but that's okay. I mean, listen, it's our card. We'll put this down in the lower corner and we'll cover it up with the flour. All right, so this is going to go like so. All right. Okay. So, I need the thanks. Look at how many dies you get. I mean, my golly bee. You get a lot of dies. Gee golly willikers. Is that a term? Okay. Baked Fresh. Yeah, Shannon uses our ribbon like there's no tomorrow. Because we started doing the ribbons that are, they have patterns on them, which were a favorite of mine, and I think a lot of the team members when they first came out. So sorry, I'm just snipping. My dies are not snipped yet because I've used this die set before, but I did not use the words yet. So this is still my die set from when it first launched. Okay, so I think we're going to use some Raven card. Oh, no. We're going to use some Midnight. Because if you have the opportunity to use Midnight, use Midnight. We do not yet, but we will very soon. Like next week, very soon. It does. Yes, it comes with the sunflower seeds as well. Yeah, it comes with, if you look at the product, actually, if you look at the actual product on the website, you can see that there's quite a few examples of it being used. I just want to make sure that there are still examples. Oh yeah. If you look up, or as my nephew says, if you search up BRU8354 on the website, you can see what it looks like. Or what the samples look like, I'm sorry. Lost my train of thought. It happens easily whenever I'm creating things. Sorry, I keep sneezing. Oh yeah, we carry the Hero Arts ones. We don't have Brutus Monroe ones yet, though. But we will. Okay, so this is very delicate, so I gotta be careful, because you know I have my big crafty man hands, and things could go awry at any moment. So let me pop that out. Look at how gorgeous this is. Oh my goodness. Oh wait, I can't see. Hold on. There we go. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. So let's get to getting. All right. Start building our cards, shall we? So we have everything we need. I am going to need to use a couple of gems. I know that's shocking to all of you, but it might not look like much now, but I promise you, we're fixing to really wow this card up. All right. So let's start assembling. Oh, I'm going to be out of adhesive soon. I think, yep, Heather did give me a replacement. I should have known better. Just in case, she gave me a replacement. She's always looking out for me. Okay. So we're just going to start building. Oh, wait a second. Wait a tick. This sneaky little ribbon. I got to do that first. I should have known better. I think we're going to do orange because duh. Why not? And then we'll kind of nestle everything together. When you purchase your ribbon, it comes on a card like this. And you get 1 yard of each one. Now I'm going to have to flip this over. And make sure everything's lined up down here towards the bottom. I think that's good. Then we're going to tie a little bow here. Try to make sure all of our colors are showing on the outside. I do love this ribbon because this ribbon really holds up. Like it's definitely card making ribbon because it's got some oomph to it. All right, so there's our little bow. Cut off our little tails there. Now we can put our panel down. And then we're going to start assembling everything around it. All right, there we go. And everything will kind of hold this down so you don't have to worry about it shifting and moving. Put down our first piece here. Okay, and then our second piece. Okay. And then we'll pop this down right here. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving how it's turning out. Okay. All right. Whew. We got to remain calm because now we get to do the really fun part. So what I did was I cut out a whole bunch of things beforehand because nobody wants to wait and watch me cut things out. So first what I did was I cut this out of, this is phone book paper. And then I used the gold sequin sheets because, I mean, you got to. You have to. So what I'm going to do, and I also cut it out of buttercream. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the buttercream at the bottom, add a little bit of adhesive, then I'm going to offset ever so slightly my sequin sheet, and then I'm going to ever so slightly offset in the middle of those two. And tell me that isn't one of the most beautiful flowers you ever saw. Can we have a 3 cheers for dimension? All right. So next, we are going to take, we're going to do 2 of them because Shannon did 2 of them, so we're going to do 2 of them. Slightly offset. More adhesive. What in the heck? Oh, we got to do it on here. It doesn't like the slick surface. And then, oh my word. Okay, all right. So, I'm getting so excited. Then we have our little centers that come with your free gift. So we're going to pop our first center on. And then our second one. And for these, I just did a little bit of ink blending. And then we also give you, what do you call that? Still the center, but it's different. I don't know how to explain. It's still the center, but it's like the center with that has the holes in it. Does that make sense? All right, so there are our sunflowers. Oh my goodness, are those beautiful. All right, so we don't want to, well, I guess we could place our first sunflower. Let's add some adhesive to the back. We'll place our first one right about there. And then our second one, to cover up our oopsie whoopsie, we'll go right here. We want it to kind of be within the bow. And now we can do our pumpkin. So I cut one part of the pumpkin out of jack-o'-lantern. And then I also cut the second portion out of midnight because, you know, any opportunity I get to use midnight, I'm on board. And then I think I'm going to add, let me add a little, I mean, do you mind if I just add a little bit of color to it? I just want to give it a little, it needs just a little something. Just a little bit of inking. You don't mind, do you? Just going to give it just a little bit, and it's just the ink that's left on my brush. Just a little something. Just a little oomph. Yes. And then this is just going to get nestled in right here. Oh my goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Okay, so then we need a little leaf. Now my leaf, I couldn't find, I know this is going to be shocking, but I couldn't find my back portion of my leaf. It's probably long gone. I mean, this one is this stamp or this die I used last year, so it could be long gone. But I'm going to use some sticky dots to place my leaves as well as my thanks sentiment and my vines. I should have 2 vines. Maybe I only cut 1 vine. Nope, I knew I cut 2. And then I'm going to take the top portion, lay that on top, burnish everything down. And then these little fine details, I don't have to worry about them. I don't have to worry about glue going everywhere. That's why I love these little dots. All right, so let me grab my, where did my reverse psychology tweezers go? My reverse psychology tweezers are missing. That's okay. We'll just use a stabby tool for now. They're around here somewhere. Where? I don't know. But they are around here somewhere. We do carry this. Well, we used to. We have to get more in stock. But we do carry the reverse psychology tweezers. I just don't know where mine went. All right. So we have our thanks. Oh, I love it. So we place our thanks there. There's also a shadow piece. So if you want to use the shadow piece, you can. I'm just not today. Then we're going to add on our little leaf. Whoops. That didn't. I must not have pushed that down hard enough. We're going to add our little leaf. This one has adhesive on it. We're going to place this leaf behind here. We're going to grab our vines and place one vine here. And our second vine over here. I love it. I love it, I love it, love it. Acne. Oh yeah, the Xyron is great. So there is our very sparkly, very shining, shimmering, splendid fall card. I did, Anne-Marie, I believe it was yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yes, it was a die of the month 2 years ago. It was. All right, and I will sign the other cards tomorrow once they dry, and they are going to go into orders tomorrow morning. Oh, thank you. I mean, it's definitely different, but I didn't have an arch thing. Oh, Yvonne, wait until you see the other gifts we have this month. Woo! Oh, good, Kelly. Good, good, good. We have a whole month full of fun coming up. All right, everyone. So that's it. That's all I have for you all today. I want to thank you so very much from the bottom of my heart for hanging out with me this evening. We have a couple of lives tomorrow. We have a live right after mine. Candy is going live. Candy is... I'm not sure what Candy is doing tonight. Candy, what are you doing tonight? Take it away, Barb. What are you making tonight? So Candy is making something tonight as well. I'm sure it'll be spectacular, and I'm sure you're going to love it. And whatever she uses, then you will have more options of things that you might want to purchase to get your free gift. See how that works? See how that segue works? Yes, so Penny, we're just waiting. We're waiting on some of the dies to arrive. They got held up in Chicago, as they do whenever things, when we're waiting for stuff. So the brunch stuff should start shipping out. Most likely it'll start shipping tomorrow and Friday. It's just taking a little bit longer because we've had a lot of orders, and we're so happy and so grateful for all of the orders that we've had for this release. It really warms our heart because this is a really fun release. So thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. Make sure to hang out again in a couple of moments when Candy goes live with you. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you for being a part of my life. Remember to create something every single day, whether that is your own brunch or fall card or your own ending. I love you all very much, and thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you all very soon.